Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway in Buffalo. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Rudolph. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Rudolph's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
Here's Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner.
Number 30.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Tremaine Edmonds.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They'll run for it with Conner. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 29, Rudolph to the right side to Eric Ebron. The 40. 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric
Ebron. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jones. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On first down, Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down now, Muhammad. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
11 at the 17-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rudolph looking to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Now Rudolph on first down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Now Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the...
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Ebron caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
8-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Stephon Tuitt forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Throwing is Allen on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 30.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now Jones. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Complete.
Deontay Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there on a
his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Steelers 28. Bills.
Well, this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain on this snap?
For a 1st.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they get it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
Oh, Connor loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like
it
this,
is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. John Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than that. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Pittsburgh.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. A final shot before the break, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now Jones. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 2. They go again with Muhammad, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
After after the interception. Here's Rudolph. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on second and long. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph, his throw incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's third down.
It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
Now Rudolph. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 41, Rudolph. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, it's Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rudolph. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock unexpected fourth down here.
The kick is good.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 11, and the Bills will move the chains.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Pass for the Bills field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost...
And that's caught inside the 30. Ooh, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Point is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Now Jones. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, check. Fresno.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 15. A big play here for the Bills. 44 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
319. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mark.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have broken the tie.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And this is caught at the 8. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Boswell for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
To tonight's final score. Bills.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of